How's it going, everyone? So in this video I'm going to show you guys how I like to set up my tarp and ridgeline. And this video is going to be for Lee. He asked me to make a video about how I set it up, so I'm going to show you how, buddy. So I just have an orange long piece of power cord here, and just going to make a bite, just bend it over itself. We'll do a small one here, and just going to tie a basic overhand knot to make a loop. Nothing fancy, very simple. Just to make a loop. I'm going to wrap it around the tree, feed the rope through the loop, and this is 25 feet of power cord here, so nice and long to reach all the way across my ridgeline. And just harnessed it, bend it over to the side here, and then just pull it tight. And I try to get it so it's straight across. And that's the beginning part, and I'll show you what I do on the other end in just a second. Alright, so you want it about probably 1.5 to 2 feet away from the tree, and I'll show you guys how to set up the knot. Alright, so I have the other end here, and what I like to do is I like to create a little loop, and I'll show you why in just a second here. So I just scoop it up, make a little bite just like that, and just twist it a couple times. 2 or 3 times should be good. And then I take the other end here and I feed it up through. So I have, let's see if I can get the right angle. So I have this loop here, and then you just tighten it just like that. So I have this little loop. Now the reason for that, it's very easy to undo. You just pull it. Bam. So you scoop it up, twist it a couple times, just like that. Grab the working end here. You can make a little bite, feed it up through, so you have the desired size loop that you want. And then you hold the loop and pull it tight. And then you can adjust the size. So you have the little loop there. Hopefully you guys can see that clearly, and I have the right camera angle. Alright, so that's the loop. And you kind of want to hold the loop because it does come undone if you apply any tension to the opposite end here. But what you want to do is just wrap it around the tree, feed the string through the loop, and then you want to pull the string back towards the tree here. Now the reason for that loop is now you can fashion it as tight as you want. And power cord is very stretchy, so you can fashion it really tight, and now that's nice and taut. And then you wrap it back around the tree here. Alright, so you take the rope, fashion it tight, and put it underneath the ridge line here and let it hang down. And then what I like to do is just twist it to make an X, just like that. And then you take this loop here, fold it over the ridge line, and you take the excess working end and you pinch it and you pull it up. And then you can hold the part that you pinched and pull on the ridge line part, and then that's going to create a nice tight knot. And then once you do that, you can slide it whatever direction, and you can just slide it on the ridge line to fashion it nice and tight, and that will stay nice and taut. And you can pull it and fashion it tighter. And the best part about this is you just take your excess string, give it a good pull, comes right undone, pull that out, you still have this loop here, right undone. Nice, quick and easy. I'm going to show you how I do it fast now. So you just take the ridge line, pinch it, give it a couple twists, take your working end, feed a small loop through it, tighten it up. This part always looks a little messy, but it's still functional. Once you have your loop, oops, wrap it around your tree, feed it through the loop, wrap it back around the tree, pull it nice and taut, place it underneath twist it, make an X, fold it over, pinch the working end, pull it tight. Then you can slide and pull at the same time. Whoops, came undone. So you make an X, fold it over, take the working end, tighten it up. Gets a little confusing tightening it up, but once you get it tight, it'll stay there. And then I usually grab this rope, and that's as tight as it's gonna go. So, nice and taut, very simple to take it down. Give that a pull, wrap that around, pull that through, pull that out, good to go. I'm gonna do my best to get this in frame for you. This is my ridge line all set up, and now I'm setting up the tarp on the ridge line. And the knot that I'm going to use is a pressic knot. So I have a piece of power cord here, and I tied a knot on the bottom there to make a loop. Very simple. Now what you want to do is, I have the knot, I place the knot at the top, open it wide, and wrap it around and tuck it under, just like that. Now you want to do that 3 times and try your best to keep it separated. So that's 1, put it over, pull it down, 2, now you can see 2 loops on each side, and then a 3rd time, pull it down. As you can see, there's 3 on each side now. Now you want to carefully tighten this up. Sometimes it gets a little messy, so you kind of just got to maneuver it around, and it should look something like this, where you have 3 on this side and 3 on this side, and your loop is down in the middle. Now this is called a pressic knot. Now with the pressic knot, you can let it hang there. Grab your tarp. Some tarps have grommet holes. Mine has a small grommet hole, which isn't going to work because it's too small, and it has this big loop. So what you would do is, if you have grommet holes or the loop, stick it through the loop on the pressic knot, put a stick, also known as a toggle when it's used in this fashion, and this way it's not going to slide through. And the best part about the pressic knot is, if you apply tension, let me tighten it up here. When it's at this angle here, you can easily slide it. But once it's nice and taut and you tighten it up at an angle, it's not going to slide. You can tug on that and pull, and it's not going to slide. So this way, you could set your tarp up on both sides, and this one's you can leave this loose in the beginning, and then when you do the opposite side, you can fashion them both, tie them nice and taut, just like that. And you just got to make sure that your pressic knot is tight, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little loops, just like that. Hopefully you guys can see that in frame and it's not too blurry for you, but that's the pressic knot. I use this knot on both sides of the tarp to keep it nice and taut. So hopefully this was a helpful video. This video is for you, Lee. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully you got the right camera angles and you can see everything clearly. And thanks for watching, guys. And I appreciate all the support, views, comments, and likes. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.